Okay, so obviously, me not being there today is going to be problematic for you guys with this, and I'm really, really sorry but I can't miss this conference. It's very important that I'm there. Um, so, I'm making this video to show you how to do the peer editing review without me being there. So hopefully, you came into class, you got settled in, you opened your Chromebook, you pulled up your essay, and you have at least 3 pages of it finished. If you don't have 3 pages of it finished, then the first thing you need to do is finish it. Get to 3 pages before you can do this. And then you can start participating. But if you don't have those 3 pages finished, then you can't participate. I'm sorry, you need to get that done first. The second thing that should have happened was the substitute should have given you a packet of papers. And the paper has a paper that looks like this on it, only without the highlights. And it's called the Peer Editing Matrix. And it also has 3 other papers. It has this paper, it has this paper, and it has this paper in it. So it's 3 separate papers, or 4 actually, if you include the big matrix. So the first thing you need to do is go to this thing, and I call it the matrix because it looks kind of complicated, but it's really not. And you find your name. So my example is Julia. So I find my name here, and it's not going to be highlighted on yours, but you know, this is for easy spotting. So you see Julia's name here, and she is going to follow her name across here to these 3 people, Abby, Jade, and Aiden. So after she does that, she finds out those are the 3 people that are going to be editing her paper today. So she's going to head over to her Google Drive. She's going to select her argument research paper. So I'm going to pretend like that's my argument research paper. And she's going to go up here to this blue shared button. She's going to start typing in the names of the people that she wants to share it with. So if they have a shortened name, like Bryson's first name really is Robert, and Abby, her whole first name is Abigail, you need to type that in. So, and the first few names of her last name as well. And she'll pop up right here. You click on it. Then you go to the next person. The next person's Jade. And then Aiden. Okay, and if you're unsure of what their last name is or how to spell something, just ask them. And if someone asks you, be nice. Make sure that this is set to can edit, okay? Because you want them to be able to make comments and suggestions on your paper. And then you just click the send button, and I'm not going to do that right now because they don't need to have this in their inbox. So after you've done that, you go back to this lovely document, and you try to find your name in the second column. The second column is called Grammar, Spelling, and Conventions. And what that basically means is in this column, you're going to look and see who's on the left side of your name here, on this, all the way on the left. And you're going to only grade or edit their paper for grammar, spelling, and conventions. So Julia's name appears again here. And so she's going to look at Abby's paper for grammar, spelling, and conventions. So when she's ready to look at Abby's paper, she's going to go to her packet. She's going to find the checklist that's titled Peer Edit Checklist, Grammar, Spelling, Punctuation, and Conventions. She's going to open that up in her packet. Then she's going to go to her Google Drive. And she's going to look at incoming or shared with me folder, whichever one yours says. She's going to look here on this left side for Abby's name, because hopefully Abby is done and that she sent it to Julia so that Julia can grade it. So let's pretend that this is Abby's document, even though it's not. So what Julia's going to do now is she's going to look at this checklist and she's going to follow the instructions. So the first thing it says is to read the paper out loud. Well, obviously you don't want to be super loud when you're reading it. Keep it at a reasonable volume. Try putting your fingers in your ears or put in headphones without music if you need to hear yourself. But try to speak low so that you're not being super loud. And then follow these instructions. She's going to read it backwards, and then she's going to check off this criteria and answer these questions and sign and date. So she's going to go through and do that to Abby's paper. And as she goes through Abby's paper, if she sees a mistake or something that needs to be changed, she's going to do one of two things. You're either going to highlight it, go to insert, comment, and then write the comment, change this, and then be specific here. Click comment. Or she's going to go up here to where it says editing. You're going to go to the suggesting mode. And then if you see something that needs to be changed, you can make that change, and then their original stays there. If you see a bunch of these boxes on yours, there can either be an X or a check mark or the word resolve. And you can, if you want to make that change, like if Abby sees this and she's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, I want to take that advice, just click the accept and then it becomes the change. Or if you don't want to make the change, you click the X and it goes away. So make sure that you're doing that throughout the paper as you're making your changes for this person, because that's the only thing that's going to help them, is if they can visually see where the issues are in their paper. So after, I've gone through the paper and I've done the checklist, I'm going to hand this checklist to Abby and say, here, I'm done with your paper. Here's a checklist. And then I'm going to move on. I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to look at my name in the next column. Oh, look, I'm going to be editing Emily's paper, because I'm going to go all the way to the left, for organization and style. So I'm going to go into my packet. I'm going to find organization and style. I'm going to put it on my desk. I'm going to go to my shared with me or incoming box. I'm going to find that person's paper. I'm going to go through and follow the directions that are on here. And then if I see any issues with that paper, things that need to be changed, I'm either going to comment or suggest. And that's all I'm going to do. And when I'm done with that paper and I've filled out my checklist, I'm going to hand it back to that person. And then I'm going to make sure that he or she sees it. And then I'm going to move on to the next person. The last person is Justin. So I'm going to, go to my packet. By now I should only have 2 pages left because I've handed my other pages to those people. This page and then my last checklist. I'm going to go to my shared drive. I'm going to find Justin. And I'm going to either either suggest or comment as I go through and read his and follow the instructions on the paper. And when I'm done with that checklist and I've completed it, I'm going to hand it to Justin. And then I'm done. By the end of the day today, you should have 3 checklists in your hand from 3 different people who have looked at your paper and have edited it. Hopefully they've done a really good job. I want you to be thorough with this. I want you to take it seriously, because this is really your last big chance to make any changes before the paper's due on Friday. I know that it sucks that I'm not there, and if you need me and you need help, please message me on Canvas. Come down tomorrow. Come after school tomorrow if you need it. Get a pass to come down to your study hall. Do something about it. Let me know if you're struggling so I can help you. It's due Friday. That's in 3 days from now or 2 days from now. So please take this seriously. It's 120 points. You'll get 10 points per checklist that you complete. So you complete 3 checklists. For the editing, that's 30 points. If you don't have your paper ready and don't get all 3 of them done in time, then sorry, you miss out on points. 10 points per page. I will collect these checklists from you on Friday, so keep them in a safe place so that you can use them on your paper, okay? And also, your grade depends on it, so keep them somewhere safe and get them done. Again, if you have questions, let me know. I will try to help you, even though I won't be there. And hopefully this wasn't too complicated for you. All right? See ya.